So make the adjustments, whatever you need. And what we'll do is you can be in whatever position works best for you to be comfortable, but ensuring that you've got a sense of being able to be alert and upright. So when we do come to the hand massaging, that you, if it works for you, you're still awake, but only if that works. So maybe even for a moment, closing your eyes down just to begin and get a sense of where you are placed at this moment. And have you got all that you need for the next half an hour or so to be as comfortable and supported as possible? And you might like to take some time to get some bits and pieces or readjust yourself. Noticing the backs of your eyelids with your eyes closed. Notice what you can see through those closed eyelids. Often it's not completely black or dark. There may be shades of light, movements or colours. And then opening the eyes to look around the room and see the space that you're in tonight. And noticing the spaces between the items in your room. For it may often be the items that we see, but less likely that we see the negative space between items. Those areas that there may be shadows, or maybe shapes that are occurring in between. Perhaps the light comes through in a particular way. Just notice what you can see. Notice what is often unseen. When you're ready, if you are choosing to close the eyes down, do so very slowly as the light slowly fades, as the shutters of your eyelids close down. And with the eyes closed, the hearing may be becoming more acute. And notice what there is to hear, what arrives on its own to your hearing. The sounds that are intimate to you and maybe part of your bodily sounds. All those other noises that arrive to you from the room, the spaces beyond the room. An awareness of silence that may be there also. That sacred pause beneath sound. And now with the breath deepening through the nose, drawing any scents or fragrances that are available to you right now. Maybe remnants of cooking, fragrances of candle or incense. Again, maybe the absence completely of any scent or fragrance. And as you breathe that breath in, as it travels down into the mouth, to the tongue and the taste, awareness expanding to take in any tastes. Notice anything that is left upon the tongue. Is there moisture in the mouth, or is there dryness? You may even feel the need to lick the lips or the teeth, maybe swallow. As the senses settle on the final physical sense of touch. As you breathe in and out, you might have a sense of your air breathing over your exposed skin, mouth, face. Are there areas in the body that are warmer than others? Or cooler? What can you feel on the surface of the skin? And you may even like to take the hands palm on palm, rubbing them together to really get a sense of touch. Feeling the surface of the palm of one hand rubbing against the palm of the other. Or maybe palms rubbing along the legs. And as the movement slows and the hands come to rest wherever they're most comfortable, notice the palms and any sensation that may be there in the absence of movement, following the movement. You might even like to touch any textures that you're wearing or blankets that are over you to get a real sense of touch. As the breath further deepens, and your awareness settles upon the incoming and outgoing of breath. Notice the sensation as the breath is received by the body. The breath that comes from the outside, drawing the awareness to the internal workings of the body. And notice where you feel the breath first. Is it the tip of the nose? Or maybe it's as the breath travels down through the back of the throat, into the top of the lungs perhaps, or the lower lungs. Or it may be in the expansion of the belly as the lungs fill up and allow the body to expand in the belly area. Wherever that sense is strongest for you, allow it to rest here for the next few breaths. As you observe your breath, and the impact that you can have on your body with each breath. You might notice that your thoughts drift away, or you drift away as you engage in the thinking. Noticing when you do and drawing back to any of the senses or the breathing. Whatever it is, it will draw you back gently and calmly without too much commentary to your body in this present moment. And when you notice that the mind has flitted away in the way that it does, cultivating that sense of acceptance that the mind is doing its best job to distract you, and that's completely normal and okay. And with a sense of kindness and compassion towards yourself, there's a noticing and drawing back to the body, back to the present. As you continue to bear witness, silent witness to the breath, as it comes and goes, body expanding and contracting. Allow the focus to settle in on the belly. Maybe the belly button and the divot there. Breath coming and going, ebbing and flowing. And imagining rings coming from the belly button as though a pebble has been dropped upon a quiet and still water, and the ripples come out from that central point. Your breath creating the ripples. And as those rings of impact from the belly reach down the legs, over the knees to the feet, draw your awareness down to your feet, settling there on the top of your feet. Notice the sensation. One foot, is it different or the same as the other? Noticing the toes, from the big toe all the way down to the tiniest of toes. All the while breathing. That ripple of impact that your breath is making, drawing awareness to the space between your toes. The areas that may be small or large between each individual toe. Traveling over the top of the toes to the pads below. And the sole of your feet. Holding the whole foot, the base of the foot in awareness. The tops, the toes, the sole of your feet, the heels and the ankle. Notice what you notice. Is there any warmth or tingling that comes with your awareness? coolness or heat. As you flow that awareness from the tips of the toes back up the body, over the legs, the thighs, the hips and the belly, coming to rest on the shoulders. The shoulders that carry so much. Are the shoulders relaxed? Or is there a sense of tension or holding? And without any judgment, expand the awareness to the whole of your shoulders, allowing the breath to flow in and out. As you're noticing, extends up your neck to your face. Your awareness placed across your face. Eyes, forehead, above and below the eyes. Noticing cheeks, your nose, the mouth, your mouth in its entirety. And your chin and jaw. Is there a sense of release and relaxation and ease? Or do you find a holding and a gripping? Your ears, the whole of your face, ears and jaw. And extending that awareness from your face as it ripples and flows out across your scalp and your hairline, across the top of your head and the back of your head. That full, expansive, internal view of your face and head. Awareness rippling over the shoulders, down the arms and the torso. The belly to the upper legs and the lower legs, and down to the feet. Holding your whole body in that generous, loving awareness. And any areas that maybe we didn't touch on that might require a little bit more attention, you will know because your body will whisper what it needs to you. And leaving your body, leaving the awareness of your body for a moment as we move to the hands once again. You might like to open the eyes or allow them to remain closed. Reaching for your hand cream to get the hand cream ready to nourish, maybe even smelling the hand cream. Removing any rings or anything that might get in the way of that focus on the hands, if you choose. And in your dominant hand, taking the hand cream and allowing and placing a dob of cream in that non-dominant hand, whichever hand that is. Taking one hand upon the other and rubbing the hand cream between the palms, from the heel of the hand to the fingertips. It's moving forward and back, the fingertips along the fingers, the palms to the heel of the hand near the wrist and back. Really taking the time to feel the cream and the hands that slide along the surface. Notice if any aromas become more readily noticeable as you rub the cream in. And with your dominant hand along the opposite hand, find those fingertips raking along the top of the hand. From the tips of the fingers, raking along the palm, between the fingers, those negative spaces between. Forward and back. That real sense of feeling the whole of your non-dominant hand. Now trailing your dominant hand over the top of the fingertips to trail down the top of the hand and the fingertips trailing along the fingers and the top of the hand, and massaging from wrist to fingertip. Moving on the opposite way, in whatever way works most comfortably for your hands, to trail up and down. It's the non-dominant hand that's getting all of the attention right now. And taking the thumb, encasing the thumb in your hand, and massaging the cream around the thumb. And then to the pointer finger, as you massage and ring along from the base of the finger all the way to the tip, to the middle finger, really giving it attention over the knuckles, each of the digits being nurtured as we move to the ring finger. Massaging the non-dominant hand's ring finger. And the smallest of fingers, little finger getting some attention. And pinching the nail bed of the little finger, and then the ring finger, the nail bed and the fingertip of the middle finger, the pointer and the thumb. And any areas that may have been missed, move your hand around just to get those little bits that may need a little bit more attention before we move to the dominant hand. And you might like to take a bit more cream, perhaps, if you've run dry, as we move to the dominant hand, which does so much more for us than we realize. And beginning again on this hand, trailing the fingertips from the wrist all the way to the hard-working fingertips and back again. In the time that works for you, moving forward and back along the palm, the fingers to the fingertips. giving that nurturing and massaging in gratitude for the hands that work so hard. Now, when you next extend and massage up to the fingertip, following over to the top of the fingers and the top of the hand, as you begin to massage from fingertip to wrist and back again, noticing the difference between the back of the hand, how that feels in contrast to the palm. And aware of any thoughts that creep in, any commentary, or maybe even any judgment as you work to give care and loving kindness to the hand. And now encasing the thumb in the hand of in the opposite hand to massage that dominant thumb, and then the pointer from the space at the base all the way to the tips of the fingers, to the middle finger from the base to the tip, and the ring finger. Not to forget the last of our fingers, the little finger, and to pinch the nail pads of each individual finger and thumb. And then bringing the hands together in prayer position for just a moment. Feeling one palm against the other. Smelling any fragrances that may be there. Before placing the hands comfortably in the lap on the hand towel. So any oil that may be still there is on the towel rather than the clothes. And with the hands fully and thoroughly nourished, move into silence, that silent gratitude for the hands that give so much. Be in the flow of your breath. Hmm. As you allow the breath to deepen, noticing any fragrances that can be detected, any remnants, maybe of the hand cream or the lotion, fragrances that may be rich or may be absent. Extending your hearing as far away as you can to take in distant sounds. Before zooming your hearing into those sounds that are close by. You might like to introduce some gentle movement. Might like to move the body in whatever way it calls to you to be moved. And feel the surfaces that you're moving against, that you're sitting upon, that have been supporting you. And very slowly, as it works for you, when it works for you to open your eyes, do so. Look around and see what you see. Eyes are fresh.